Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wedding Rags to Island Riches, our Rags to Riches challenge here in Island Living with our missing bride with missing memories, season 2! That's right guys! Oh my gosh, it is season 2, and do you see the celebration that is going on outside right now? Nalui! You need to get out here and take some pictures of this and maybe of that right over there. Yeah, look at Uki. He's like, yeah, any minute now she's gonna look through that window and see me, and looking pretty good, Mr. Merman, looking pretty good. Uki, never change. But look at this! It's so beautiful! We have sea turtles swimming over there. We have got a beautiful volcano in the background. We have got a rainbow. Of course, I haven't forgotten about our Island Living Let's Play, my friends. I just kind of moved across the country, climbed a literal mountain, and ended up extremely busy with wolves, as you guys can probably tell. But it's been a fantastic time, and I am so freaking happy to come back. Also, I don't think I've ever noticed there's like a whole nother island in the background back here. That is so cool. I am so happy to come back to our Wedding Rags to Island Riches challenge here with everyone. Oh, there's even a rainbow. So really quickly, in case you guys are brand new to all of this, and oh my gosh, am I ever going to get Nalui outside in a second to take pictures of these, because this is just too beautiful. This is a Rags to Riches challenge. You can find a link to the rules in the video description. You can also find a link to the first season of our Wedding Rags to Island Riches challenge there too. I highly recommend it because I explored the beginning of the Island Living expansion pack, had an amazing time, met a merman who is currently, living on our island. Uki, aka Ukapanipo, is hanging out here, and he actually sleeps inside of the lava cave that we originally slept in when we first moved to this little abandoned island, or when we first washed up, actually. Let me start from the beginning, and I will do this as quickly as I can to summarize Season 1. Nalui. Given the name, which means beautiful lost one, Nalui is here as a missing bride. She washed ashore a season and a half ago, so about half a year ago in our Sims time, in her wedding dress and with no memories after a powerful storm had gone through the night and ripped across the ocean. She only had this wedding dress to wear for oh so long, and she was stuck on this island and couldn't go anywhere until she learned how to swim, how to fend for herself, and began making friends with some of the island locals. We have some special tweaked rules for our Rags to Riches challenge. Don't mind me, I'm just going to take a million pictures. And one of those rules is that Nalui actually needed to rely on friendship with the locals in order to get new clothes. So all of Nalui's outfits actually happen to be outfits that she got after she became friends with different people. That's just a fun little tidbit for how we do things. And for those of you guys who were along for Season 1, you may notice something is missing from Nalui's outfits. She is no longer wearing her wedding dress. Gasp! But yes, Nalui has no idea who she is married to. She just knows she came ashore in her wedding dress. She has no memory. She has skills and odd memories that pop up from time to time. As you guys noticed, for the first time, beginning in Season 2, on Sundays, which are a remembrance day when she really tries extra hard to remember something about her past life, we will actually start having flashbacks to Nalui's old life to give you guys some hints at the kind of person she used to be and the life that she used to live before coming to the islands. Or maybe being forced to come to the islands. We'll have to see exactly how her past unravels. But she is, everyone assumes, a married woman. So the fact that she has made very close friends with Uki is sort of a point of contention for those of the islanders who really believe his heart is not free to be played with. She is not a free woman. She could be, but they just don't want his heart to be played with. But we'll get to that in just a second. Long story short, Nalui found after trial and error that she became good friends first with Makoa, who is fantastic and has actually helped us to get our feet under ourselves. He was our very first friend. He gave us some of our very first practical clothes, and he also helped us to learn how to become a conservationist. So Nalui joined the conservation career since, she's living here anyway, and she has spent much of her time helping to clean up the islands. She had a lot of fun doing that. I had a lot of fun doing that. We actually have made the island completely shine. It's wonderful now, as you guys could see. Where's my rainbow? My rainbow vanished, but it was here. You guys saw it. There's rainbows and sea turtles now. We fully healed up this island, and it is thriving thanks to Nalui's care, and thanks to all of the hard work of her co-workers such as Makoa and a few of the others. She works over at the observatory over here from time to time. We throw a ton of kava parties over at this abandoned ship, where we're also going to start looking for a whole bunch of the buried treasure rumored to be here with the archaeology skill soon. And we also made friends with Oleana. She's not super close to us, but she is another one of our great friends, who is married to Leila, who has just recently become our friend. And we've been having a really good time hanging out with them. They're also in our special club, Shipwrecked, which is where Nalui brings her friends together, and we do all sorts of different events with the locals to take care of the island. It's really fun. And this is Nalui's house thus far. Nalui has managed to, at the very end of season 1, upgrade her house about a third of the way through the challenge. In the Rags to Riches challenge, you need to reach $30,000. Not 30,000, pardon me. We have 38,000 in lot value. You need to reach 100,000. My apologies. I was thinking about how much we had achieved. So you need to have a house worth 100,000. You need to have 100,000 liquid simoleons, aka liquid cash, in your bank account. So basically, 200,000 altogether. We're maybe a sixth of the way there, now that I actually look at how much cash this woman has. But we have started to really establish ourselves. It's been challenging because this is an off-the-grid house, so we're surrounded by tiki torches, but it has been a really fun and rewarding experience every step of the way. And the most dramatic thing that is going on right now is that Ukukapanipo, who turns out to be a merman, and he has not told us about that fact just yet, has fallen in love with Nalui, but since she is a married woman, her heart is not free to love just yet, and he could end up heartbroken. So he as a merman, has a connection with the spirits of the land, and they're not sure about this. They're a little concerned, they want to make sure that Ukapanipo, who until now has been quite the dastardly fellow, he hasn't really helped out the spirits, he hasn't really helped out the islands. When everything was so polluted, he really just kind of looked out for himself. He wasn't really cleaning up all of the nasty trash. He was just, it's all about him and his world, and it's all about feeding his gluttonous self. So, searching out for the food that's really delicious. He's self-assured, and even though he's a child of the islands and a merman, he's never really acted on that before. He's never really given back or helped out. But now he knows Nalui, and he wants to make sure that Nalui will be protected, especially since recently Nalui almost got hit by lava bombs, and she almost died in a crash of a spaceship while she was helping out at the observatory. So from afar, Ukapanipo has had a huge crush on her for quite some time, and he has been looking out for her on the sidelines without her knowing. Nalui doesn't really know this. She finally, after the plane crash and Ukapanipo kind of expressing his concern, is beginning to cotton on to the realization that he might have some feelings for her, but she's very distracted at the moment. She appreciates him so much as a friend, and maybe as the beginning of something more. But she does have a little bit of pressure from her other friends, particularly Liela, who really believes in responsibility in relationships, and who, Oleana and Liela, both have the jealous traits. And I don't think Liela has it, but in my head she does. But their marriage to each other, like Oleana and Liela are married, works because they follow all of these strict rules. And the fact that now we have, you know, Nalui trying to bend the rules of having a wedding ring on her finger, but taking it off every now and then and kind of glancing Ukapinipo's way, I feel like a couple of her friends would be really uncertain about that and a little concerned that somebody's heart is going to get broken. So isn't it better if you guys just stick to the rules? So that's kind of the drama that we have going on amongst the stories thus far. A couple other things. Nalui happens to change her personality trait once a week. You can check out the modified rules that I have made for this Rags to Riches challenge in the video description, like I said. And right now, her newly randomized trait is Snob. So we say that her memory is a little unstable, and as a result, her personality is a little unstable. Just a tiny pinch, just enough to represent the struggle of trying to pull back the idea of like what happened to her, where is she from, who is she really. So every Sunday we do have the Remembrance Day event, and on that day she has a random personality trait. We can pick which one of her permanent personality traits we want to randomize. So Snob is the one that she got this time. Last time I think she was either clumsy or a foodie, which was really cute. And so all week she's going to have that snob trait, which is a little sad. I wanted her to have something maybe a little flirtier or more friendly. She also has all sorts of special events like airing her grievances, sitting around a campfire, maybe telling stories. Oh, and because she's a snob, she doesn't have a thankful spirit this week. That sucks. She's going to be a snob this week. Hang in there, guys. I know it's like the first bit of season 2 and you're going to be like a snob, but I promise she has developed a very good heart and we'll see some good things about it. But all right, that's enough of my yammering. I think, you know, 6 minutes for trying to sum up an entire like 40 episodes that we did of season 1 is pretty good. Yeah, Ukapinipo, he's, just saying that he's living on her little island to help her out. Even if he did build her this beautiful balcony and has set it up so that he can give her a massage to help her relax. A little bit of strong messages there, but yeah, he's doing that, and he's trying to prove himself to the island spirits and develop a better bond with them so that he can gain more strength and power to watch over her, because day after day he is falling more and more in love, even if he does end up sleeping in this lava tunnel. But don't worry, guys, I like to imagine that this lava tunnel actually has like this big beautiful pool of salt water that he likes to sleep in for his hidden mermaid form. He is not revealed, and he will not reveal to Nalui that he is a merman just yet. Not until he can trust her with his heart. But alright, that should be a good summary. If you guys have questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section. More details about the characters. Last thing I can think of is that Nalui is terrified of storms due to what happened to her. And lo and behold, I didn't even know about it, but mer people can actually change the weather, which is so cool with their song. So every time a thunderstorm threatens, Uki here actually will go ahead and use his magic in order to change the weather without letting her know, which I think is really sweet. But all right, yeah, there we go. 11 minutes to summarize 40 episodes. Not bad. If you have questions, put them down in the comment section. But moving on. So today is Remembrance Day, and Nalui is working a little bit on writing in her journal. She actually just leveled up in... Oh, I took so many pictures of those rainbows. She actually just leveled up in the writing skill, so she can now self-publish books. So I think she might actually go ahead and start trying to write books about like her life and her story to try to figure out who she is. Maybe if it becomes a bestseller and she starts working on developing more fame points. I mean, if you're totally unknown, how is anyone ever going to be able to help you figure out where you're from if you're a missing person? So part of me thinks it's not only completing the Rags to Riches challenge that will help us figure out her history, but also getting more fame. So we might be working on that pretty soon. For now, let's go ahead and take care of some of the basic needs. Oh, all right. I always feel silly when I ramble so long about things. Pee like a champion, my dear, and take a quick and tepid shower. But there's just a lot happening. And then Ukapinipo, he's feeling really good from getting a sweet tan. He wants to become confident, light a bonfire, and make a friend. Well, lucky for him, we're probably going to throw a gold kava party today. Because apparently he knows hardly anyone, which is a lie. He knows a whole bunch of the island spirits and is trying to build better relationships with them. But we need to get him to know the entire shipwrecked group, because they have interacted for a long time. So I think it's kind of like just a game glitch of when we moved him in, that the game is acting like he doesn't know these people. So we're going to try to throw a gold kava party for him so that he can work on the beach life event and become laid back, because I think that would be really good. Oh, and then for our wonderful Nalui, who has apparently changed outfits. No, Nalui, you were so cute in the other outfit, my dear. Where are you? Oh, there we go. All right. Uki, good thing your eyes were closed. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and let her, like, grill something, and then we'll throw a little kava party with our friends, because we just redid the entire house. It looks fantastic. I'm really proud of it. There's plenty of kava to, like, make, so let's grill up. Ooh, some breakfast scramble? That'd be kind of cool. We could always do grilled fruit. Veggie burgers, tofu dogs. Let's go all out. Let's do some veggie burgers tonight. All right, and Uki, I'm going to let you go ahead and throw the gold kava party. You don't really know that many people, though, so we're going to do our best. Here, let's actually call the shipwrecked group over. And then once we have, like, all of Nilui's friends over to celebrate Remembrance Day, but also to celebrate, like, the upgrade to the house, maybe he can greet them and then we can throw the kava party. All right, let's change the club activities really quickly. There we go. Gosh, I always feel so awkward. And I think you guys can, like, tell, like, the first day that you do episode 1 of something is always a little awkward, so I apologize if I rambled on for quite a long time. It's tricky getting back into the swing of things, but I have missed these guys so freaking much. I really have. Let's have everybody kind of grill and help us out with the grilling. Tell jokes, be friendly, hang out by the fire. And then can we do beach combing? Is that like a thing that everybody can just come and do some beach combing together? Dive in the ocean, dig for treasure, hang out by fire, tend garden, wishing well, street sail. I have a cool mod that has like a big, ooh, cloud and stargazing. That sounds good. We can say they're looking at the rainbows that came by. I love it. All right, everybody, come on over. There we go. Hopefully we'll have everybody over pretty soon. And Uki, once you're done with that, why don't you go ahead and run to the restroom? Oh, hey! Leela! Were you like hiding in the bushes to make sure nothing untold was happening? A lot of you guys are sad that I've made Leela come off as like such a hard person for some of this, but I really believe she just has like everybody's best interest at heart. She really believes there are rules to relationships for reasons. Hey Makoa! What's up you guys? I'll go ahead and have... This will be good. I'll go ahead and have Uki go ahead and introduce himself properly to everybody in just a second. And then we'll throw a little gold kava party to celebrate the new place. Oh, I love having our friends back over. Gosh, I've missed this so much. I truly have. Hey, where'd our food go? What'd you do with the food, my friend? There we go. All right, so we have some excellent quality veggie burgers up and at 'em. Let's clean out the spoiled food really quickly. Come on, clean that up. Everybody's hanging out over here. What do you mean you have caught something on fire again? Not our... Move it, move it. Is it still on fire? Oh, no, Louie. Okay, we have actually started a fire again. Who are you? Oh my gosh, and now it's raining? Okay, that's a little ironic. That actually feels like the island spirits are watching over us. Everybody calm down, it's okay. Our poor acoustic guitar is completely destroyed, so I don't think we're going to be actually working on getting any music skill done. But hey, thank you! Who are you? Halila? We should go ahead and thank her. Like, cheerful introduction. Thank you so much for that. I have played The Sims 4 for much more than 48 or 24 hours. That always amuses me. Okay, that was a little exciting. So immediately Layla's like, I'm not worried. I'm just gonna go ahead and play with fire. Ah, Sims. Never change. Uki, where did you go? Okay, why don't you go ahead and like introduce yourself properly to Oleana? You guys know each other, but I guess he kind of feels like it's different now that he has a, you know, a home he's hanging out in. We'll go ahead and ask her about her day for a second. Let's come over. Friendly introduction to Makoa. Did we introduce ourselves to this lady? Come on, cheerful introduction. If she's willing. Hey, thanks! That really meant a lot that you, like, came to put out the fire. Yay! Oh, and actually, right now, we do have a goal with Nalui to become the friend of the world. That's the goal that she had last night. And that's gonna have changed now that she's become a snob. I thought that would be really fun because then she'll become beloved and everyone would remember a beloved Sim. And I love the idea that she'll become beloved by the people of the islands so they won't ever forget her. And you know, she's kind of taken it very hard being forgotten by whoever just left her to be washed up on the beach. No one ever came looking for her. What does that mean? So she does want to become friends of the world, but because this week she actually has the snob trait, I'm going to go ahead and change it back to beach life. Or actually, yeah, I'm going to change it to beach life because I think she wants to find buried treasure. Like, that's a big deal to her. She wants to discover some buried treasure. So we're going to go ahead and change that. And then I'm going to go ahead and let her eat. And after that, I'll have her make some kava and we'll throw this kava party. These guys are having a good time. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I think these guys have actually dragged, like, they all know each other. So I sort of get this feeling. And they know each other even though Uki's like, no, it's a fresh start, guys. I'm a changed person. I'm not the glutton who used to shove you out of the way at luau's to stuff my face full of poi. I have no idea what you're saying. Oh, and then for those of you guys who don't know, I am part Hawaiian, so I do make a lot of references to like things that happen in my family. Not like people are shoving each other out of the way to stuff their faces full of poi, at least if there's enough poi, but... I will talk a little bit about kind of the Hawaiian culture that was part of my life, bearing in mind, disclaimer, that doesn't mean it's the same for everybody, because, you know, everybody has their own family quirks. But yeah, so if I mention poi, it's basically like a fermented root, kind of like kava. But alright, I feel like he's like, no, maybe the reason he lost his relationship is he's like, this is a fresh leaf. Sure, I used to be a self-absorbed, like, jerk who would be pretty rude around the islands, not working, just showing up and eating all the food at free events, lounging and taking naps inside of buildings I probably shouldn't have been in, but I'm a changed guy now. I'm turning over a new leaf. And we'll say that's why he has like a new relationship with everybody. So, but I feel like Makoa and Oleana kind of brought him back here after the fire surprise to be like, look, why are you really here? Like, are you really ready for this? They just want to make sure both their friends don't get hurt, basically. All right, let's go ahead and we're actually going to plan a social event. Get that kava going. Oh, yeah. And we'll go ahead, maybe end the gathering. Do I need to end the gathering for a kava party? I might need to end the gathering for a kava party. We'll see. Alright, kava party, kava party, kava party. Yeah! Alright. Extreme relaxation. Uki, you're gonna go ahead and host. And then we're gonna want all of these people as guests. And it's gonna be here. Like now. Yes! Alright, I think I can actually keep the event going, which would be pretty cool. And I'm gonna have him go ahead and... Can he... let's have him do a resolution. So I'm gonna... Ooh, drink energy juice. Where do you have energy juice, dude? We'll check... Does he have that, like, in his inventory? No, but he has... Where did he get a meditation thing from? Oh, that's so interesting. We'll have to look into that. Be gross. How can you be gross? Is that in your personality? I think that's part of his glutton personality. That's hilarious. I like how he can eat food no matter what quality it is. Somehow that goes along with being a merman in my head to me. But let's go ahead and he's going to make a resolution. I think he would want a resolution to get a girlfriend or like you know, Nalui, like that would be the resolution he'd want. He's already so fit that he can't get fit or lose weight as a resolution. He's not in the social media career and he doesn't want to be. Get promoted. Get a skill. I feel like we'll go ahead and do the get promoted in 7 days because he's working as a diver right now. And we'll say he's doing that to show how he's going, and we'll incorporate cleaning up all of the trash in the water as part of his quote unquote diving career. So we'll add that in for him to be able to show like he's turned over a new leaf and he's taking care of everything. So we'll make that part of the spiel. But all right, now that he's done that, he's gonna be happy about that. And then let's do a thankful spirit. Yeah, there you go, dude. And then let's go ahead and be thankful to both of them. Be like, I think that he'd try really hard to be like, I totally understand where you guys are coming from. Kinda. I'm ignoring everything you're saying, sort of. But look, I'm really thankful that I can have you guys have my back. But I think that's kind of in a manipulative way of like, no, don't bother me. That sounds like something he might do. Gosh, do we need to cancel Remembrance Day in order to do the kava party? I think we might have to, actually. So let's go ahead and make it a good... Oh, what's going on here? Are you eavesdropping? Oh, Nalui! You are eavesdropping on that conversation, aren't you? I think she's on to this. I keep trying to play her off as like not really knowing what Uki is thinking about, not really being aware of how he feels, but I have to admit she's not blind, guys. She is not blind. She knows what's going on. She knows what's happening. I can't pretend anymore. Between like the hug that they had and between everything else, I think that she also knows her friends are a little concerned. Like, oh, I don't even know how to handle that. That's just such an interesting one. You know what? Let's go ahead. We're gonna not eavesdrop on that conversation anymore. We're actually going to come over and we're going to very calmly but carefully, how do I want to air grievances. What? Go away, yell at, shout forbidden words. No, I don't want to do something that mean. Air grievances. Direct, honest feedback is harsh and feels oh so good to get off your chest to participate. Choose a sim and select a being social. I hate to do this. I think that this is kind of like... I think that this is a little... Let's argue about politics to kind of be like arguing about the rules with Liela. Because we overheard things. Who are you? Like, all of these people have come to my kava party unexpectedly. Lai? Oh, what a pretty name. Like, I want to make friends with a ton of these people. They're starting to show up at our kava parties just because. Ooh, I don't want to not be friends anymore. For many reasons, but also so I don't lose the outfit that Liela gave us. Did that help with the airing of grievances? Liela just completely ignored us about that. Alright, let's try again. She's trying to just, like, put a little distance between us, but I don't know about this situation, guys. Uki, dude, I think you also need to come over and, like, prepare some kava in a second. Oh my gosh, Leela is just trying to ignore us about this. Leela! Look, we're trying to have kind of a calm argument with you about all of this. A private little thing. Oh, that's so much harsher than I wanted it to be. Just like, look, I can flirt with who I want. I understand this. Like, I don't even know how would Nuli say this. Like, I think she'd actually be a little angry that like her friends are kind of like she'd understand, but also be a little frustrated they're going behind her back and she hears them talking about her. She already doesn't know so much about her life. Having people kind of manipulate it behind the scenes would be a little much. And I think that instead of telling like Liela, don't tell me what to do, she'd be like, if you have something to say, say it to my face. Like we can talk it out like adults then. So hopefully, oh, hopefully that'll work out. Oh, Mako is coming over to see what's going on. Oh my gosh, they're really into it now. Apparently they had a lot more to say to each other than I thought they would. Poor Makoa, he's like awkwardly caught up like, yeah, we're having a kava party, aren't we? Come on, sometimes things are a little more difficult. Did you get it off your chest? You guys can stop now?
Oh, Pimpini.
Tell exciting story about earlier today? Maybe that'll help to like balance it out. Okay. Oh, we got a little bit of a bad reputation. People didn't like it that we were dealing with Leela like that. Oh, and we were the argument loser? So it seems, where I'm going to say that that says that people are actually more on Leela's side. That if rumors about what's, I mean, it's a small chain of islands, what rumors fly quickly. And I think the rumors are basically saying that, you know, something might be going on between Ukapinipo and Nalui, the lost bride. And I don't think people approve. So Nalui might want to really put some effort into solving the mystery of her past and beating the RAGS to Riches challenge in order to feel like her heart is free for the future. But alright, we've also got to do this kava party, and airing grievances apparently did not work the way I thought it would. And I can't really do much more in the way of resolutions. Yeah, I can't really do much more in the way of resolutions. Extinguish, tell group story. Okay, we'll try it. Ooh, gold booty. Here, we'll try to ease things up by like telling a story. I think we might disclude Oleana at first, but maybe we'll include all of those strangers who are in our house. And as soon as we finish that, we can make this appropriately. I think just for today, Nalui might be a little toasty. She is feeling snobby after all. Yeah, and she really is like, she and Leela, I think in the end, she kind of understands where everyone's coming from. We're not messing with Uki's heart if her heart is not free to give. But she just does not like people talking about her back. She does not like people talking behind her back about her when so little of her life is already known to herself. So we'll say that. But alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get her on over to telling an adventure story with everybody so we can try to make the most of what we can do for this Remembrance Day. I feel like all of these people have snuck in to take a peek at the wedding dress that Nalui has actually put into storage. So unfortunately, this harmless flirting that Uki has been practicing, I think the island residents are a little more interested in making a big deal out of it than I was hoping they would be. And we'll have to see where the adventures take us next time. So thank you guys so much for joining me and for your patience while I untangle the crumbling sandcastle of this romance that I really want to ship. And we unravel a little bit more about Nalui's secret past, which is a secret even unto herself. But alright, now that we have gotten all of that out of the way, it should be a lot faster gameplay moving forward because we have a lot to do with this crew. And if you guys would like to join me for that, do please consider subscribing. If you could, do please leave a like and let me know. Are you on Team Leela and you understand the importance of making sure, I like how she joined the group anyway, of making sure that your heart is free to give before leading someone on? Or are you shipping Uki and Nalui as hard as I am? I would love to know. But until next time, guys, stay curious. Bye-bye.